It's 28 after 11 a.m. New Zealand Standard Time and 31 degrees. I think Barbara and I went on the weather competition this morning that we had in the breakfast show. It is Wednesday, middle of the week, 12th of February, and I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and so very, very happy to have you. If you're a first-time viewer, tell you what, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, and believe me, you're going to love this. And coming out of Abbotsford as well in British Columbia, we have a young lady by the name of Jennifer Morrison, and so very, very happy and humbled to meet her. I really, really am. And at the same time, she's the front lady for a band called CrackedWheat. Love their work. Really, really do. Speaking of which, let's kick it off. And well, I'll tell you what, before that, I was saying about, getting in touch and everything like that with the subscribe. Why not sub? Yeah, subscribe. And thummy thing at the same time. Why not like us a lot? Moving on. Here we are with CrackedWheat and Conceited, right here at Galaxy. Oh gosh, it's hot in here. What's the weather like where you are, Jennifer?
It's pretty cold.
Pretty cold.
It's been pretty snow. I mean, it hasn't snowed recently, but it's still pretty icy from the last snow.
Okay. Well, I was talking to somebody just the other day. They were about 25 below.
Oh, we're not that bad. We're
bad.
in a region that's a little bit mild, so it's different than if the rest of the country where you gets a dry cold, and it's a little bit more bearable. Whereas out here, we don't take much. -10 is really cold because just there's no escape. It goes right through to the bone.
Look, +10 is really cold for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it really is. Where we are, it is. Anyway, I have a heater on at +10.
Oh, wow.
I really do. I really do.
You might be moving to New Zealand then.
Yeah, why not? It's a good place. But only parts of New Zealand, because if the further down you go, the closer to the pole you get, the closer to your temperatures. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And I went to university down there, so I moved pretty much as soon as I got off, being a student, I was on a plane and coming to a warmer climate.
Right.
That's why we're in the east coast of the North Island of New Zealand. Gotta say hi to Tina Timmins. Hello, sweetheart. Nice to have you on board. Thank you for joining us. Monty Connor's joining us as well as Wolf Milestone. Hello, brother man. Julia Riccioni is joining us as well. Nice to have you. Johnny Young is with us. Let me just go down through the list here. Paul Harkins is joining us as well, coming out of the UK. Nice to have Paul with us. And CC Critter, you got to watch out for that guy, you do. Also, I see the boss is joining us as well. I think I blew it. I do. I think I blew it. I played with it. You know me, I'm technologically a nut. Anyway, let's get this done. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. We're having some fun with my arm this morning, which is rather weird, it is. Today we're talking to Cracked. Hey, CrackedWheat, let's get it right. I'm a little excited, I really am, because we're talking to Jennifer Morrison. Welcome to Galaxy, Jennifer.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's an honor to be here.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on board. It really, really is. Want to give a big shout out straight away to Michael Fisher, of course, Animal Souls, good friend of ours. He really, really is, and has done immense work with Jennifer. Now, Jennifer, believe me, absolutely loving the work that you're producing and bringing out to us here at Galaxy. And we've opened up with Conceited. Tell me a little bit about this track. Tell me about the lyrics.
The lyrics, this is one of those ones that just kind of put itself together, just felt really, really good. So, I was still on a bit of a euphoria from having written a couple of songs. I'd just finished writing Jar of Reality, and I was just enjoying it so much that I sat down, and those lyrics were the ones that spilled out in me when I found a groove, and it felt really, really good, but almost too good. So kind of bringing myself down, and it just created this whole other song that it was like, I really like this. And it quickly became one of my favorite songs.
Got to let you know that Michael Fisher is actually watching this as well, so I better be a good boy, I suppose. And also, Dwayne Watson. Hello, Dwayne. Nice to have you back. Happy New Year and all of that stuff to you. And must catch up with you. And will he be sober and everybody in the band in the very near future? Really have. Got some very interesting news for you guys. And, well, maybe, just maybe, you might be interested. You never know. Now, having said that, Jennifer, believe me, I'm fascinated with the work you've done. Got to know, though, how long have you been performing? How long have you been singing?
Most of my life. I was on stage singing since I was really, really small. I had a lot of musicians in the family, so I would follow them along, and when they did gigs, I'd go up on stage with them as a little person. It just kind of grew from there. The guitar I have is my birthday gift from when I was 5.
Well, you know something, as an engineer myself, I listen for stuff like how confident a singer is, if you know what I mean. And believe me, for me it sounds like you've been doing it forever and absolutely love your work. So believe me, I'm very, very fascinated. Now, Abbotsford, didn't you guys have a major flood there about 2021?
It was pretty interesting on the highways and stuff. I was on high ground, so I didn't have to worry so much.
Okay.
I just got to miss a lot of that. It was fun watching the news, though.
Yeah.
Being very happy that I did not have to go into it.
Yeah, believe me, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near it. But how is it today? Is it recovered?
Absolutely, yeah. You wouldn't even know that there was a flood at being there.
Brilliant. Love to see things moving on. Also, Franco Nanucci's watching. Nice to have you on board, Franco. And Ricky Davis as well. Nice to have you with us. Today we're talking to Jennifer from the band. Of course, we're talking about Cracked Wheat. And absolutely love Cracked Wheat. Where did the name come from?
I was thinking about cover bands, actually, for country music. Trying to come up with a sort of country feel that would allow for not just being in a country feel, that it would allow for something a little bit different as well. So I came up with Cracked Wheat as, hey, that's very, very country, but, you know, with the word cracked in it, you could step outside of the box. And I like the name enough. I took it on for my original music.
Absolutely fantastic.
And the band I created it for never transpired. So since that band never existed, I've got the name. It's great for the originals. You
know something, I absolutely love the name. I really do. And I think it's a big attraction too. Of course, you class yourself as folk rock, really, and absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. I think in there is a little bit of Americana as well. There's just a little smidgen of it. Believe me, I can pick it out. I really can. Especially with Jar of Reality. Now tell me about this track, because it was the first track that I heard of Cracked Wheat, and it was the one track that made me say to Barbara, I want to know more. So tell me a little bit about this track. Why did I want to know more about your band?
That was one of my more spiritual songs. I had actually just sat down to read a book called The Tao of Pooh, which was experiencing Taoism through Winnie the Pooh. And it had such a gentle story, and it inspired me so much after I sat down I was thinking about the whys, the wheres, and the hows of life, and the simpleness of just being. And I decided to take myself for a walk and ask for advice from different animals and really ground myself back in the why, where, and you know, who you are kind of feeling. And it was such a beautiful feeling, you know, to write that one, because with each animal it really gave me a sense of what we were here to do. So it was just a beautiful song to write.
Absolutely fantastic. And I've got to let you know, it's not often that I do this, but I've actually added to the playlist in my car so that I listen to you on the way home and on the way to work in the evening. So absolutely loving Jar of Reality, joined today by Jennifer. Here is Cracked Wheat. How are you feeling, Jennifer? You okay?
I think so, yeah.
Very, very cool. How many countries are tuned in right now?
67.
167 countries. Not bad. Not bad at all. 167 countries! Welcome. Nice to have you on board. How many cities?
Hey, Sue Bacon. Hi, Botch.
6,392 cities around the world right now listening to Jenny. Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer. Is it okay if I call you Jenny?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, nice. It feels like I know you and have known you for a while, but I've only been playing your music for a minute now, and I'm absolutely loving your work. I do. I really do.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that you're going to continue on doing this for a number of years so that we can build up a decent relationship here.
I'm hoping so too. I don't have any plans of stopping.
Brilliant.
As soon as I finished the recordings, I started writing some more tunes, so I've got some more tunes to go.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Loving that, because I'm always up for new music, Jennifer. I really am. And if you want to continue sending it to us, please do so. We would love to be able to continue promoting you. We really would. There we go in there. Oh, about 3 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gosh, it's hot in here.
Oh, hi, Sterling. When can we
Yeah,
catch
we've
up
got a
with
number
you?
of people in here at the moment. And,
We would love to
oh gosh, you've
interview
frozen
you
up. Are
again.
you okay there?
I'm okay here, yeah.
Might have to call her back.
You can still see me?
Yeah, may have to give you a quick call back, okay?
Okay.
Stand by the phone. I'll be right back.
Yes, so Sterling, we must catch up. Busy man. Say hi to Sterling.
Sterling! Hello, buddy. How are you? Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, she
Just
froze.
need to see you,
so,
Jennifer.
you know, this is what
Let's
we
see
do.
you
That's
too.
it. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's better.
There we go. Sterling's with the police, isn't he? The RCMP, if I remember right.
Yeah, we need to do this interview.
Yeah, we
soon.
do need to catch up, brother, man. We really, really do. It's been a dog's age, I tell you.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, absolutely.
And David.
It's nice to have some Canadians joining us. It really is. We get so many good artists out of Canada. It's just ridiculous, Jennifer. It really is. You guys, have you got a franchise on good music or something?
I like hearing that. I think we just like to inspire each other. It's a pretty good community of musicians, so it's really nice when you've got that musician support.
Well, believe me, there's people all around the world that have been asking for your music here at Galaxy, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm starting to see your name in the breakfast show every morning. Now,
Very cool.
the breakfast show is basically put together by The Noise, which is our fan base. We don't call them fans, we don't call them an army, but we call them The Noise because they're vocal. They're very loud and they don't mind asking for music per artist, per track. They know who you are, you know what I mean? And when
It's good for them to know what they want.
when I come to work at night time, I pick up the USB and I take it into production about 2 o'clock in the morning, and production boys and I, we go through it. We run through the stats, the numbers, the computer works it all out. Bingo, there's your breakfast show for the morning, you know what I mean? So that's a simplified way of saying it. It's a lot more difficult than that though. That's right. You know something?
You didn't turn the mic
I didn't
on.
turn the mic on. I mean, I'm getting into the music too much, and of course, talking to our very, very special guest today, we're talking about Jennifer Morrison from the band CrackedWheat. Absolutely loving it. David Krantz is joining us as well. Welcome back, Dave. It's really nice to see you. Sterling, very, very, very honoured to have you back, and nice to have you with us. Happy 2025 for you too, sir. It really, really is. And absolutely loving the work coming out of Abbotsford right now, especially with the band CrackedWheat. Now, got to ask you, have a young lady coming out of Toronto by the name of Robin. She's asking, Jennifer, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you a talker? Are you an Xer? Do you respond?
I am on Facebook. I will respond, absolutely. I'm on Instagram. I've actually got a TikTok thing, so I will absolutely respond if you get a hold of me there.
Are you admitting you're a talker?
To a degree. I don't talk a whole lot, but I do talk. So.
You do talk. Nice. I like talkers. I really do. It's very, very cool. Now, at the same time, a young man coming out of North Carolina is asking, do you have merch? His name's Trevor, by the way. Do you have merch? Is there a merch store? How do I buy a t-shirt, a cap and a koozie?
Well, I don't have t-shirts yet. So far, all I've done is magnets and homemade jewelry. But I am working on towards getting some shirts, so I will put that up soon.
Very cool.
And to message me, we can get we can do pictures of the jewelry that I've got. It's just bracelets and necklaces with the band name on it.
Nothing wrong with a bit of jewellery, believe me, I wear a bit myself, so good for you. In fact, I'm going to say, when you do get a brand t-shirt, how would you like to pass one down to me? I'd be more than honoured to wear a brand promoting you while I'm doing these interviews, and that does work. It does. I don't know how people seem to take notice today. Of course, we're talking about Chris Andreas, coming out of Vancouver Island too, by the way, another Canadian. There you go. I really don't know how it works, but people seem to want to go and buy these products, seeing them, would you believe, while I'm doing these interviews. And better promotion there for you, Chris. Nice. But it does work. So if you keep me in mind when you do get your brand on your t-shirts, throw one down to the Antipodes down here, down under, and I'd be more than happy to promote you. I really, really would. In fact, I do want to talk to you about promoting you a little bit more once we've done this interview, because I do have friends in the game around the world, and they really will be taking notice of you, because we're going to introduce you to them. If that's okay with you.
That's absolutely okay with me. In fact, I might grab an address that I can send a few gifts to of what I've got already of some of the merchandise I've made.
Very cool. I tell you what, if you got a bracelet, put my name on one of them, because believe me, I'd be more than honoured to wear one as well. In fact, yeah, I've got one of these band things they call from the band called, of course, Hearts and Hand Grenades. So, and I've got a little something that was handed to me, of course, from Nashville, from a very, very good friend of ours from Nashville. Of course, he does a lot of Elvis work. He really
Very
does.
cool.
Yeah, he is a cool dude. He really is. Mark Willardell is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Mark. Also, I did see there, I think I did see Sue Bacon. Nice to have you with us, Sue. Happy New Year to you. And also, Jimmy Piano's in the house with Cam Butler. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. Welcome along. Wolf Milestone says you need our new song. I do. Send it, please. Barbara, you know the way. That's the one. Anyway, sentiments of instruments. Tell me all about this. This is fascinating to me.
That was one where I was very, very inspired by just being able to write music and just feeling the hunger of wanting to play. I've had some health stuff on and off, and so whenever I feel a little bit run down and have to take a little bit of a break from my instrument, coming back to it is always that extra. So that was after a little period of that, and I came back to my instrument, and I was so happy and so hungry for it that I wrote Sentiment of Instruments to celebrate the feeling of just being really, really hungry for my instrument and playing.
Very nice. Well, 1,651 requests for it so far, so believe me, it's not doing too bad here at Galaxy. Here, joined by Jennifer Morrison herself from Cracked Wheat. Here's Sentiments of Instruments. It's really, really warm in here. We're at 71 degrees F if you're outside for the Americans and everybody over that side of the world. For us here in New Zealand, we're 29.3 degrees, which is add another 15 degrees for in here with all the computers, monitors, people breathing. Would you believe how dare they do such a thing? But it's getting hot in here, it really is. And we've got the Kiwi air conditioning working. Michael Fisher says Sentiments of Instruments was a challenge to record. Love the way it turned out. Got to agree with you, Mike. I do. I really do. Well done. As one engineer to another, congratulations. I like it too. Dear, oh dear.
That was definitely when I got a little excited. He had to bring me down to a level that was reasonable.
Well, the thing about Michael is he knows his stuff, you know, and from one engineer to another, you know, I have much respect for that man. I really, really do. Just don't tell him that, okay?
Okay. He probably already knows it.
Yeah, I think he's got a clue. He's watching this anyway. But next time you see him, do me a favour, will you?
Okay.
Give him a poke in the eye for me, will you?
I won't make him blind, but I'll poke at him. Sure.
Good squishy one. You've got to get a bit of eyeball in there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No good if they close their eyelids. It doesn't count. Oh, right. I can hear you. Can you? Really? Wouldn't have thunk it. Dear, oh dear. Ah, gosh. Got about a minute and a half to
never
go.
know what he's going to say next, do we?
We never know what he's going to say next.
No.
He doesn't know what he's going to say next.
No.
It's a Jerry Springer show of radio. It really is. And unfortunately, poor Jennifer's sitting there going, oh my God, what have I got myself into?
Well, this is my first interview, so it's an honor to have it with you guys.
Really?
You're making it really easy.
Seriously, this is your first interview?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you. I do. But I do want to talk to you about something that we do have going on in another country. Okay, not just in New Zealand, but in another country. We're establishing more radio stations globally, and I would like your permission to play your music on those stations as well. So I'd like to talk to you about that when we finish up with this. Smile for Me is next, and then we'll wrap it up, but thank you for joining me. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today talking to Jennifer Morrison from the band CrackedWheat, coming out of Abbotsford in British Columbia. And believe me, love Abbotsford. I've been through it a couple of times, really have. And got to say hi to everybody that's supporting CrackedWheat right now, really do, and hoping like heck that this continues on in the near future. Now, I got to ask you, Jennifer, anything new coming out in the near future?
We are thinking about doing some recording in the future. We're just taking a break after completing that so we can do a little bit more promo. And I've been in the process. I've got 4 brand new songs I've just written to work on and start doing the final arrangement parts to see how happy we are with it.
There you go, Michael.
We're still in the early stages of playing with those songs.
There you go, Michael. I've just given you some more work. Think about that, really. But we would love to be able to have you pass that down to us so that we can promote you down here. Would you consider doing that?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. And seeing it's your first interview ever, well, I tell you what, how would you like to come back for another interview? And we will interview you continuously when you pass this new work. We would love to have you part of our family. Would you be a part of it?
I would love that. It would be an honor.
Very cool. So, right here, right now, I've really got to find out. Smile for me. Tell me about this track.
That is one of the oldest songs that I've written. I wrote that way back when I was about 17 years old. And I wrote it for one of my best friends at the time. He's no longer with us, but he was one of my best friends all the way through it. And I wanted to cheer him up and make him feel better. So I wrote that to make him feel better and let him know how, that I was kind of rooting for him to do well in life. And that became one of my favorite busking songs, because every time I'd go out on the street and I'd be singing that song and I'd hit the chorus, then I'd get people turning around and being so happy. So that became one of my favorite songs to play.
Very cool. Well, I think production have basically made this the pinnacle of the show, if you know what I mean. I think this is their favourite track, and I don't disagree with them, really. I really don't. Michael Lightley is watching. Sasha Herbert's also with us. And Michael Zdanowitz coming out of Galaxy Class Entertainment in Florida. Yeah, in Orlando, Florida, the home of Disneyland, everything like that. Nice to have you on board, Michael. It really is. Let's wrap it up with Smile for Me from CrackedWheat. You're right here at Galaxy. So how you feeling, Jennifer? You okay?
Feeling good?
Great. Now, we know how many countries are tuned in, we know how many cities are tuned in, but when we come off air, I'll tell you how many devices were tuned in. Okay? Now, there could be one person, there could be 10 people listening to a particular computer. We don't know. It's only their IP addresses that we get to see, but that all adds up, right? And believe me, I think you'll be surprised how many people are listening right now. I really do. Let me put it this way. You're a global superstar right now.
Wow.
You really
Very
are.
cool.
You really are.
That's a little, I'm not used to that yet.
Well, it's something you've got to consider from now on in, because believe me, people are just hounding us for your music, and I've got to congratulate you for that. Melba Winkle is watching. Hello, Melbourne. Nice to have you on board. Steve Schmidt is with us as well. Hello, Steve. Nice to have you on board. And Barbara's saying thank you for joining us. Absolutely. Got a double tick on the Barbara one. Really do. She's clever, isn't she? She holds a phone. She does all the filming. She answers people at the same time. And she puts up with me. Wow. It's one of those jobs. You don't have to be nuts to work here, but it helps. It does. I used to be a stand-up comedian once upon a time, Jennifer, and I've been very nice and haven't thrown in anything I shouldn't have. Okay. Sonny Morgan's joining us as well. Simply because my on-air producer to my left over here, she's also my wife, so I've got to be nice, otherwise she'll throw somebody heavy at me. Has been known to happen before. Really has. Dear. And all of the staff, we're all been in the radio game for a number of years. In fact, a number of us has done quite a few 10 years in the game. But we've all dropped out of the mainstream government radio stations because we all thought we could do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, the numbers that we get, I think we are too. I really are. In fact, I've had BBC ask me how the hell I've got the numbers I get because they can't compete. And I went, that's simply because you're stuck in the UK. You're not broadcasting outside of it. We're global. We have the Gullyverse.
That's us.
That's
It's
us.
a better way to go.
That way we get everybody. Not just one country.
And we've got the technology now. So.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're joined by Jennifer Morrison from the band CrackedWheat, and I have asked if she'll come back again. I've also asked if there's new music coming out, but one thing I haven't asked her yet is, Jennifer, the next time you're near a recordable 58 microphone, you know, and maybe Mark can help here, how would you like to do me some voiceovers saying, hi, this is Jennifer, or something like that? You can hear me on Galaxy. We would love to be able to promote you that much more, to throw you into the voiceovers. People can identify with you and can now identify with your music. What do you think?
I would absolutely love that.
Brilliant. We'd love to have it. Now, we're going to wrap it up right now, but please don't go anywhere because after this, we're actually going to take some photos, a little, picky thing. Barbara's going to put everything we've done today into a movie, and you'll get that by tomorrow. Now, believe me, I usually say friends and family, automatically they're going to love it because it's you, okay? But I usually say, show it to somebody you don't like. Two reasons for that. First reason is, well, hell, it's a good boast to start with, right? But the second reason, and I've got to be honest with you, most musicians hang out with musicians, right?
That's true.
So if you show it to somebody you don't like, they'll get in touch with Barbara and say, hey, I've got a band too. How about considering me? So it's an on-flow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool.
And let them know that you don't like them so that they can tell Barbara so that we can actually go, okay, fair enough, we know where you come from. Okay. It's a play on words, literally. So, Jennifer Morrison, thank you so much. So very humble to have met you and would love to have you back. Thank you again for joining us here at Galaxy.
Thank you for having me. It's a great honor for me to have this interview.
Absolute pleasure. It really, really is. And, well, Michael Fisher, I think you got a winner. I really do. Everybody else, thank you for joining us today. It has been an absolute pleasure. We'll be back in a couple of days doing another couple. Believe me, you're going to love that too. But from me, tell you what, why not join myself and Barbara tomorrow morning between 5:30 in the morning and 10 for the breakfast show, 100% Galaxy artists, 100% indie artists, the best in the world. So, happy radio, everyone.